Good morning, everyone. I This is just a pop-up show, not going to be a major one. I'm only going to be here for a short time this morning. I do want to turn on the TV so if anything happens, I can talk about it live. Let me get this in. I hate when the TV has a remote delay when you press a button on the remote and there's like a second or two and it just throws everything off and then all of a sudden it moves real fast. Good morning, Max Lab. I have not seen any updates this morning on any of the stuff we were talking about. I did see where someone was in Bruce and the two Lees in their show saying, if anyone from Scientology or the Church of Latter-day Saints comes to your door or contacts you, Bruce, it's that veteran who did it. It's like, if okay, if I have to make jokes for the show, and if I'm talking about doing a prank like that, I'm not doing it in real life. I would be an idiot. Bubbles has messed up. What did Bubbles do this morning? But they think, yeah, they he I'm trying to see if I can make this smaller. On the computer I can actually there's the chat thing that's on the screen that you guys see, and then there's a chat thing that also shows it, and I'm trying to see if I can get rid of my little chat thing, but I don't see where I can. So what did old Brucey do this morning? Good morning, Greta. uh so yeah, it, they're blaming me if anyone from the Church of Latter-day Saints or Scientology shows up to Bruce's house. Lisa Ann, is that the Lisa Ann that I'm thinking of? The one who's probably getting a visit today. Good morning. It is a good morning, isn't it? It's today it's in the 60s here. I haven't had it here in the 60s since May. Oh no, you're a different Lisa Ann. You're from Texas. Okay. Well, welcome to the show. Yeah, they're always out canvassing. Last night he sat there, two leeches talked about sending gift cards to Lynette. So uh Social Security doesn't have to, okay, claim the cash. Oh, so they're talking about embezzlement. Okay. Here's the thing, you can't sell gift cards through GoFundMe. That's a really, like, if I talk about something publicly, like sending the Church of Scientology to Bruce, I'm not really gonna do it. It's just for a laugh. It's entertainment value. Hey, good morning, Oracle. Uh, Oracle sends me DMs on Instagram. Uh, yeah, if I'm talking about it, I'm just having a laugh. They talk about it because they're actually going to do the crap. Bubbles sit there the whole time, so he isn't. So isn't. Yeah, that would make him an accessory. Yeah, they're talking about ways to embezzle money, and he's there, not saying no, don't do that. It's afternoon in Scotland. Scotland. Don't forget about the new motion Bruce submitted. I haven't seen it yet. I will be covering it. I'm gonna be covering the Rikita law case, Nick Rikita. I will be covering it. I understand a lot of people don't want to touch that. I'm not a friend of Nick Rakita. Like, I liked his stream. Um, yeah, I really liked his stream, especially during the Kyle Rittenhouse. That's when I started watching him. But I don't, I'm going to cover his story. Northwich, UK, nice. Angie took screenshots. Very nice. Yeah, that's what someone sent to me, the screenshot where someone in their chat was saying about the whole Scientology and LDS thing. Like, like, whoa, I got 5 messenger notifications. Okay, I'll have to get to that. Okay. From Austin, Belgium. Oh yeah, I've got you on my map. I gotta put out the new map video. I do have to put that out. Gift cards that can be used to buy food or shelter, or they can't be resold or considered unearned income. That is 100%. Carolee. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, because it looks like Kyra Lee. Anything that you get for the nonprofit, you have to claim it as either in kind, donation. Yep. Yep. No, thank you. Thank you for being a fan of the show. Carolee. Okay, first pronunciation was correct. I try to pronounce people's names the correct way. In fact, hold on. I'm gonna go. I'm doing something here very quickly. You guys should still be able to see me. Hopefully, you still can hear me. Boom. Okay, this is not up. Okay, there we go. Cannot see here. It depends. Some things I can see, some things I can't. Alberta, Canada. Uh, has it been a long summer for you guys? I would imagine it has. It's been a team, but it has been a long one. Uh, we get a lot of Canadians down here, and now we've got a AHL hockey team. The Palm Springs Phoenix. You disappeared. Okay, I did disappear for a few seconds. Okay, then I won't do that again. Two leeches show part of derailment crew stream Friday night with you. Yeah, they need me for content. They really do. You notice how I never show their stream. You disappeared for a few seconds. Okay, and now I'm back. Hello from Bruce's headspace. Still not found. Still not served. Hit that like button. Yeah, everybody, I do appreciate if you hit the like button. Jay's sister. Oh, Crook's sister called Jeremy. Ooh, that'll be good. That will be very good. I can't wait for that. They called out Melissa hard. Okay, so like when we do things, like we're just having fun on stream. They actually take it into real world stuff. They literally dox people. They try to affect people's lives, and they're actually breaking the law, and they're gonna find out. It's just the way it is. When you're doing that stuff, you think people are gonna sit back and let you dox them? You think people are gonna sit back and let you try to hurt their family members? No, not gonna happen. Like people are gonna do stuff. I gotta plug in my phone so it don't die. What kind of coffee are you folks drinking this morning? If you're drinking coffee, obviously, Oracle's in Scotland. We got um, Kate in Belgium. I don't expect you guys to be drinking coffee. It's a little bit late for you guys, unless if you're one of those who. And I did know people who could drink coffee all day long. DJ Radis challenged them to dox him, and they failed. They doxed Tug's wife on Friday, showed her number. See, that's just going to get them in trouble. It's just going to get them in trouble. Drinking Maxwell House dash cam footage from Lloyd's. I haven't. I've been through that video. I haven't been through all of that video. They'll be finding out today or tomorrow. Yep. Ooh, Black Rifle coffee. That's a good one. Copper Moonbeam coffee. Copper Moon beam me up coffee. So I'll have to try that one. Walmart has good coffee. My aunt used to be like, it would be like 10 o'clock at night, and she would brew a pot of coffee and could sit there and just drink it. I'm not like that. I can drink it, but yeah, I'm not like that. I've considered opening a drive-through coffee shop here. The only way I think it works here in this town is if it's a drive-through place, because going on to base. If people can get their coffee on their way into base, there is a Starbucks, but it's 5 miles away from the base. I tried to privacy strike Annapolis Audis for doxing me, but YouTube doesn't care. Let's work together on that, Angry Vet. Iced coffee with a splash of club soda. Ooh, I'll try that. I'm not a big club soda guy, but when it's mixed with other stuff, it is. That's Eric Dominiani, everybody. He's the guy. He runs Fior Scotch. If you like Scotch, go to fiorscotch.com. Like, only veteran and minority owned Scotch in the U.S. from Kent, UK. I'm pretty sure I got you on the board, Simon. I'm trying to plan my next trip to the UK. I got my friends there. We're talking January, February, possibly. Call me when you're fished. I'll give you a call when I'm on my drive. It's horrible for Tug. Had to explain some of the life situation. Me and Tug, we talked. We're both in similar situations. We're both guys going through, divorce with custody issues. Um, you know, he is. Uh, oh, Redis, I just got your text. Yeah, he is. Um, he's doing things the right way. Divorce, custody, always a tough situation. Anyone who's trying to inject themselves in that, I'm going to tell you right now, you are a piece of shit. Because I've said this before, the standard of evidence to be used in family court is way lower than anything else. And you should be very careful, because if you're saying something because it was used in family court, again, the standard in other courts is different. You could be held liable in a different court where it's a higher standard. So you got to be very, very careful with that stuff. Tug is on vacation. He deserves it. You know, he's a good dude. I didn't know a couple things about Tug. I've been following Tug since the Johnny Depp thing. Missed you on with Squid. Well, go check it out. And everyone should uh, be subscribing to Squid. Squid's great. I think me and Squid are going to do more things together, or at least I hope. Um, but yeah, Tug. I didn't know a couple things about Tug. We have surprisingly a lot in common, um, and I really do enjoy Tug. Um, I know a lot. I hope to do some things with Tug too. I know Tug is like, well, I'm not a veteran. I get that a lot. A lot of people I invite him on the show, they're like, I'm not a veteran. I'm like, no, no. The show is to entertain veterans, to help and entertain veterans, military, and their families. That is officially our mission. So you don't have to be a veteran to come on to Veteran Nation. You just gotta want to help veterans or entertain them. There was a reason I put the entertain in there, and If you're being wronged by the government, please check out Scars 501. Yep, yep. Uh, Kevin started Scars as a nonprofit, and we're working on some different things that we can help people out. Really, any of these people, you start contacting family, you're crossing a line. You are definitely crossing a line. Um, like, and you should, if you're crossing that line, you should expect the fury. That's all I'll say. Like, I don't. I'm not out there. I'll copyright strike people's things. I'm really not trying to get anyone's streams taken down. You should not be able to use my content the way I want it to be used. Um, so that's why I copyright strike, and I have taken steps to protect myself. You have a good one, Kevin. Kevin, just so you guys know, Kevin the Angry Vet, you should sub to his channel. He's been found guilty of wiretapping for holding his phone up in the VA and recording his doctor. And it's complete BS that Baltimore is prosecuting him. Um, what does this say? Please, oh, thumbs up this video. Thank you. Yeah, the thumbs up wasn't showing for me. Good morning, Stacy. Um, I'm trying to find more people as I do these cases. I might talk with TC, my co-host on Veteran Nation Live. Might be talking with TC about the Rakita Law case to see if he's interested in going to court and covering it. It's a big. It's going to be a big case for YouTube. Um, Not a big case for anything else, but a big case for YouTube. There's a lot of salacious stuff with it. You have Nick Rakita and his wife, they were swingers with the Amoltes, and then it turned into just the one girl just ended up becoming part of their throuple. If you ain't sharing, you ain't caring. Smash that like. Thank you, Kevin. I do appreciate that. Yeah, everyone should go check out Kevin. Just type in the Angry Vet. He comes up, and he is an angry vet, and he's got a good right to be. I know some people don't like what Kevin does because they don't like how angry he is, but it's like with what's happened to him, I'd be angry too. I would be acting just like Kevin. Um, so I don't fault Kevin anyway. Nick is not my cup of tea, but I wish him well. Yeah, I mean, this will be an interesting. There was cocaine. That's the main charge. Um, it's gonna be interesting for how uh, the search warrant was obtained. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, they can't get a search warrant," because it was someone from his church told his pastor about cocaine use and about the state of the kids, and then the pastor talked to, I believe it was the pastor talked to the authorities, and then they raided his place. And a lot of people are like, "You can't do that." Here's one thing I'll say: when there's a search warrant, the government gives the police very wide latitude, very wide. We got 132 people in here. Everyone, if you could please hit the like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm not going to be in here for a long time, though. I do have to get ready this morning. I am going to go get me another cup of coffee, but you guys can come with me. So, yeah, the search warrant is going to be a topic of discussion. I don't think it's going to, any of that evidence is going to get tossed. That's to get a search warrant thrown out, you really have to have a strong, strong case. I record my doctor's visits all the time. Yeah, you perfectly can. They know too. I do it because of my ADHD and PTSD. I forget some things. Yeah, so when people are like, "Well, that's confidential," it's your confidentiality. You can record your own confidential stuff all day long. Hearsay is not probable cause for purpose of a search warrant. Um, the question is it hearsay? Because I do know the pastor was talking about like the kids when they come to church and how I believe there was an issue about things the kids were saying and about them being you know clean and wearing clean clothes. Those things are not hearsay. Now, will that be enough for the? Will that be enough for them to keep the search warrant? Will be the question. I think it will, because really, when it comes down, like most judges don't like overruling another judge, and if one judge thought there was probable cause, it's very unlikely that another judge will throw that out. You're supposed to warn people in a two-person consent state that you are recording. No, you're not. If you pull out your recording device and it's obvious that you're recording, you don't have to notify. Um, they have to have independent verification as a fact. True, true, but how much is going to be the question with that search warrant? Uh, they talk about Lloyd's guns. Sadly, LP lied and sold them. Well, those guns will pop up. They will pop up at some point, and I hope Lynette didn't sell them, because those would be additional charges. I'm sure at that point she's going to say, "Well, I gifted them. He gifted them," but again, you're going to have to prove that. I hope. I think Lloyd did do a police report, though. Hey, Jesse, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Phone calls are two-party. The Kevin was not. It wasn't a phone call. He was holding his phone in front of his doctor. It was a reasonable person standard. Uh, if you're holding up your phone in front of me, I should expect to be recorded. Yep, Lynette stole the fridge. Hey, Captain. Most people don't call me Captain. Most people call me Skipper on the show. So, uh, you're paying attention. Let's go. ATF will have a field day on that. Oh yeah, they will. Oh yeah, they will. Those guns are the ones John said he bought of some guy he does not know his name. Well, I thought that was with the gun that John pointed, though. I don't know if Lloyd got his guns back. I don't know. Um, she stated that the kids took them. Yeah, there's too many stories out there. I'll start recording my pain doctor from now on. My last appointment I had. Yep, you can record your doctor. You even in a two-party consent state. I'm in a two-party consent state. I had a conversation just a couple months ago with somebody, and I put my phone down and I pressed record, and he said, "Are you recording me?" I said, "Yes, I am." And you can record for your own personal stuff too. You cannot record with the intent of publishing it in a two-party consent state if they don't consent. But you can say, "Well, I'm going to record. If you want to leave, you can leave," and then you're not consenting. Um, Especially if it's something that you're being made to be in, like with your boss. And well, I tried to report Lloyd for. Yeah, well, good luck with that. With her reporting Lloyd for giving the kids alcohol. Travis sent a video of the guns were found when the camper was cleaned. That's good. Okay. Hopefully we do have them. Um, but yeah, you if it's a reasonable person standard of, just like, people say you can't record me when you're out in public. You can absolutely record anything and everything from public. But when it's me and you, and if it's something concerning you, I cannot record. If it's your private stuff, I cannot record. But if it's my private stuff, I can be like, "No, I'm recording this for my records," which means it's not for public dissemination. It's just for retention. You can absolutely do that. And that's where, when it comes to these recording laws, there's little things like the one video that's up on my channel of the woman at my son's daycare refusing to give me documents. Okay, so the Marine Corps refused to investigate that because they said, "Well, that recording you can't record." They were absolutely wrong. Inside that daycare, there's security cameras all over. I'm already being recorded, audio and video. So a reasonable person, if you're recording me, I can record you then. So that can happen. Um, do not have serial number of the guns. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, he was in the hospital. Yeah. And his trailer was locked. And if they went in there and just got the alcohol, that's not him providing it. That's them taking the alcohol. Yeah, you should know the serial numbers to your guns. I take pictures of my stuff, and I do have it in the cloud for insurance purposes. And you should always fully insure your stuff. If there's one bill you should pay, it's your insurance. Don't normally watch Two Fleas, but they brought up your stream. Yeah, I'm aware. People sent me screenshots. I don't watch their stuff at all, but they're gonna get themselves in trouble. They are. They play very loose and fast with the rules, and they have doxed private people. Like doxing Tug, you can kind of get away with that because he's a public person. I'm a public person doing the show. You, sorry, someone called. You can get away a little bit of that with me. There are levels to it. You just because someone does a YouTube show doesn't mean you can plaster all their stuff. For instance, they posted stuff about my ex and my kid. They are still private people, so that would be crossing the line. Um, in Illinois, how does time I'd getting permission to record, working on my master's. I'd jump through hoops to be able to record the classes. Well, I would argue that those classes are semi-public because there's other people in there. Have a good morning, Patty. Um, yeah, once it becomes public, you can record all day. I think they might have reported Shizzy hasn't been on a few days. I'm pretty sure. I hope not. I hope they're highlighting themselves. That's another thing. Like I never had to create a case against a Marine. They always did it to themselves, and they always highlighted themselves. Red Star Cluster. They used to not only do wrong things, but then they made a spectacle of themselves doing the wrong things, and that's what the two leeches are doing. Um, that was texting two leeches during the live show. Well, those can all be subpoenaed now. I mean, that's where she's stupid. Like those can be subpoenaed in two cases: in the federal case, and then in a case that's probably coming for the two leeches of uh, doxing people. So Union Big Sunshine Small. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're too stupid to see that Bruce is using them. 100%. Bruce is getting them to stick their neck out. Bruce is not sticking his neck out. Bruce is screwed up. I'll say that. But yeah, he's not. If someone, and I get this all the time in my life, I get this all the time on my show. People telling me, you should do this, you should do that. They're sea lawyers. It's like with this case, I've had people be like, you need to stop sending letters. What you should do is this. It's like, okay, well, why don't you do that? You stick your neck out. I'm not the only one. You do that. If you don't think I'm doing things properly, you do it your way. I'll do it mine. But see, you got to be very careful about in this world about people controlling you. I'm helping a woman who does not want to go public yet. She's got a corrupt thing in one of the northern states that she's dealing with. And the first thing I said, first thing you gotta do before you go public, you have to organize a campaign plan. Get 5 to 6 people that you trust to help push this stuff out on social media. And I said, you can put me in that if you want me to push it out. I go, but once you get 5 or 6 people, have each of them take a different social media, still support each other, but this is my main TikTok guy. This is my main YouTube guy. This is my main X guy. This is my main Facebook guy. And that's how you get them to push all that stuff out. You use the same hashtags, stuff like that. You're creating a campaign plan. But I said the one thing you have to be very, very careful on, and I get people every day with my nonprofit. They want me to do something else. You should do this. You should do this. You should help vets this way. I will do it in my way. I will absolutely do it my way. It's my foundation. The board are people I trust, and I purposefully chose them for the board so that I can control what's happening. And like when I say I trust them, there are things that they'll probably want that I might not agree with, but it's not going to be anything crazy. It might be like, well, I think we should dedicate some money to this, and even if I don't agree, that's why there's a board and we vote on it. But yeah, there's people who will absolutely take all the hard work that you did creating an organization, creating a campaign, and they will try to hijack it for their own means. And you see it sometimes in Twitter, or not Twitter, but in YouTube comments. People who want to steer the conversation sometimes in places you don't want to go. Megan Fox, and that was one thing me and Squid talked about last night. I believe it was either last night or the night prior, of she's a moderator for Megan Fox, and people will come in and try to steer Megan onto other subjects. And Megan's smart enough to say, no, we're staying on topic. Now when I do these, you guys on the Coffees with the Skipper, most times you guys control the what we talk about. Yesterday was a special case because I had a guest, and Daniel, me and Daniel, we pre-planned out what we were going to talk about for the most part. So I stayed very much. I kept it. I played it straight. Um, a little bit. We'll take your guys' questions and everything, but on this morning, you guys bring something to me, I'll probably go off on a tangent for it because this is not structured. The Veteran Nation Live with me and TC, we try to keep that as structured as possible. Not always. Sometimes we go off a little bit, but we try to. There was content creators create content. The leeches bring gossip and defame people. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Being nosy, see the followers on the stream, their fans are vile and disgusting. Oh yeah, yeah. But I don't worry about their fans. They really don't have any influence. I Since them and Slug started coming after me, I can count on one hand how many times one of their commenters has come into this chat and talked crap. So that tells me they really don't have a lot of influence. People, the people who watch them, because they're so hateful, they're watching to get a what do I say, a dopamine release is what they're watching for. Um, they're not watching because it's really entertaining. They're watching to see how much hate. Uh, Trump assassination suspect in federal court. Yep, he's going to be arraigned today. Yeah. So yeah, you. That's why they're getting all those hate watchers. You get people who genuinely, guys are watching right now because of me. Like, yeah, you're here for the topics, but you're here also because of me, because of the way I'm presenting it and whatnot. And there's a lot of people. I've seen it more on X than I have seen on YouTube, but I know it happens on YouTube. People who get big followings and then get very big heads and think, "Oh, I've got my viewers. They'll do this," thinking that they can get their viewers to report people and act as their personal army. Um, I do stuff like that because you guys are my support squad, but I do it for positive stuff. Like if I say, "Hey, we are doing this." Uh, uh, what I'll say, the petition, go sign it. We're doing a positive thing. I'm not sending my followers to attack two Lees. You want to go watch two Lees? Go freaking watch them. I don't care. I'm not going to tell you report their streams, try to get them taken down. I never did that with Slug. Didn't need to. Didn't need to. He was doing more promotion for me. I could always tell when he was talking about me because all of a sudden my videos would get a spike in viewership. That Guess what? That's more money and subscribers that come to me. That's telling YouTube put my put my stuff in front of more people. And a lot of you guys have found me from the browse suggestions. I see the analytics. I know it. Um, I know. I look at the analytics. I know who watches what videos of mine. Uh, Ever since I started reporting more on What the Hales, my viewership has gone more female. A lot of men see Veteran Nation, they're like, oh yeah, but What the Hales has a big female audience, and you guys have moved my metrics, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm you know I appreciate all of you guys. I'm glad that that's happened. I don't want just dudes watching my stream. But yeah, like I'll never send people after somebody. I'll call out bad behavior, absolutely, but I'm not going to tell you guys to go do anything. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I don't want you guys attacking each other in the comments. But my moderators know that's the big no-no. Someone starts attacking um, other people in the stream. That's what'll get you a boot. You want to attack me in the comments? Attack all day long. I don't care. I'm going to laugh about it. The only words that are stricken from the thing are stolen valor, and that's just because I had a group who was coming in and they were spamming the chat. They kept putting stolen valor, and it was a group that was just unhappy about my opinions, so they decided I was stolen valor. It had no basis. Um, I'll be watching Jeremy George. I wasn't aware I had a sex change. Well, no, it's most of Jeremy and George. They've got a large female audience, and that's brought a large female audience to me. That's just the way it happens. Um, but yeah, and people reach out to me. I'll talk to people. I've had people want to. They know I will have people on, and they're like, "Well, Jeremy did this to me," and it's like, okay, so where are the facts of it? And I'm not saying send me evidence. Like I had one person who said Jeremy ripped him off, but they didn't go to court, and I'm like, look, I'm not doing that story. Um, I'm not here just to bash. Even if you have proof of it, you have to go to the authorities. Just like whenever I do stuff on corruption, it's not just, hey, there's corruption. It's there's corruption and someone is doing something about it. Jeremy saw corruption in his local government and started taking action. That's when I started doing videos. I did a video a year, May 2023, about Jeremy dealing with the town corruption. And that's really all I ever expected to do on it, but it went way crazier with and highlighted more corruption. But because Jeremy had taken those steps, I'm like, okay, yeah, because I'm not anybody's army. If you're dealing with corruption, I'll give you advice and whatnot. But if you're not willing to do the steps, don't expect me to do the steps. I had a thing today. We were talking. I was in a thread where we were discussing veterans and what veterans what things out there are veterans not taking advantage of. And I said, well, they don't take advantage of the civilian clothing allowance. If you have, because the way it's written, it seems like you'll only get it if you have like prosthetics or a wheelchair. That's not true. If you wear a back brace, you wear an ankle brace, you wear a knee brace, those things will wear out your clothes. So that makes you eligible for the civilian clothing allowance. And a guy asked me for the form. And I'm sorry, I'm not sending him the form. I'm not going to send you the form. I'm not going to fill out the form. I'm talking, here's what people aren't doing. You have to, like, if he said, hey, I downloaded this form. Can you help me fill it out? Yeah, because now he's taking the steps to do some stuff. But I'm not doing all the work. Like, I've got too much in my life. I will help. God helps those who help themselves, is what I'll say. You have to be, if you don't take the positive steps, I will never be able to help you. It'll never happen because you're not doing the bare minimum. And that's just the way it is. So, when it comes to this corruption stuff, if someone brings it to me and they're like, will you report this? Have you reported it? No. Then I'm not. Don't know why. It's your life. You should care more than what I do. I will help people who don't have a voice. I'm probably, if you watched that video of the woman in Riverside where the deputy came into her home, I might, because that's near to me, I actually might be covering that. I'm going to try to reach out to her. We'll see. Because that was BS. Cop went to her house, hit the Ring doorbell. Her son opened the door, saw it was a cop, closed the door to go get his mom. The cop then came into the house because he said the kid was running from him. Well, he's in his house. It's not really running from you. But then when she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "No, no, no. He opened the door. I'm now in your house. I own your house now." And it's like, are you out of your mind? So I might be picking up that case. But again, if she's not going to, I do know she's got a legal defense fund. So I might have her on for a video or an interview. I might go down to their thing and do some protests. We'll see. But yeah, if she's willing, if she is doing something about it, I will help. I will always be there to help and amplify. That's what I do. But yeah, people like the two leeches, they don't help. They're not looking to help. They're just doing what Bruce is putting them up to, and that's a huge, huge mistake. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna save himself. Good afternoon from Wales. What part of Wales? I do like watching the show Welcome to Wrexham. I thought that was good. I also like how in the Deadpool movie, Ryan Reynolds added Welsh Pool as a character, and it was the footballer Paul Mullins. Cops are getting away with so much. Yeah, they do. We need to end qualified immunity as it currently stands. Is that a scammer revolts tee? No, this is three Doge Moon. It's based off of the Three Wolf Moon shirt. It's just a funny thing. I'm gonna have to end the stream here in a minute though. I got stuff I gotta get to today. I will be around. South Wales, Wrexham is awesome. Love the owners. It's a good show. I like what they're doing. Hi from the Scottish Highlands. I can't wait to get back to the UK. I just find it relaxing just being able to go to like a pub or just walk in a park. You guys need to get street tacos though. If there's one thing I can bring to the UK, it's street tacos. Absolutely love them here in the US. My cat, there must be a bug or something under the couch. He's like in hunting mode. He's like crawling underneath there. He won't do it for his toys, but if there's a bug, oh yeah. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna get going. Thank you for joining me this morning. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and follow Squid Pro Quo. Follow her because she's close to being monetized. We're getting there for her. Burger vans around the UK, walking tacos. Uh, yeah, in the UK, you just need good. You need really good Mexican food that you don't have. We got to get some Mexican people into the UK so you can see what good tacos are. Because I was asking my friends, I was like, "Do you guys have tacos?" And they're like, "There's a Taco Bell." What is it? What do you got? Oh, I know what he's got. Okay, it's he's got a twist tie. This cat loves to like bat the twist ties around, and that's what's underneath there. That and bottle caps. He likes bottle caps. All right, folks, I got to get going. Thank you for everything you do. If you need me, you guys can DM me. You see the phone number down there. I've got people who message me on the phone number. Um, uh, you know, let me know what you guys need. I am reaching out to a couple people today, but you guys, people who've already contacted me. You guys have a great day, and as always, thank you